Hey guys, guess who?
Hey guys, good to see everybody, the Superfeeling Network family. Hello.
Familia, what's happening?
I know La Familia,
La
right?
Familia.
That's right.
Yes.
How are you guys this evening? Welcome to another Superfeeling Network Inner Circle coaching call with yours truly, Ace and Rich.
Ace and Rich.
Ace and Rich in the house. Guys, just thank you so much for being here tonight. We have an awesome lineup for you, what we got in store for as far as content. We're going to talk about something very, very important. Like what day we don't talk about something very, very important, right?
This is true.
I mean, everything we pretty much do, we share with them, right?
Absolutely. But tonight, we're going to share with you some secrets that we actually, the way we started building our super affiliate network business.
Secrets.
Social media.
Free.
100%.
So guys, awesome to see you. If you are brand new here and it's your first time to be here in attendance of the Inner Circle coaching call and it's your first time, be sure to like this fan page so that way you don't miss out on the notifications to let you know when we are actually broadcasting live, whether it be us doing the Inner Circle coaching call every Mondays at 9 o'clock the same time, or the Freedom Daily Freedom Calls with John Pierre.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Daily freedom calls, right?
Just the freedom calls, man. They rock.
Their mindset calls are really
Yeah.
good, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I like seeing the output from different people, from different walks of life, and I get to share their story, share their, story, a clue, but share their story and share their insight and what they believe and their mindset, how they've grown. You know what I mean? It's just beautiful to see that.
Yes, indeed it is. And today is July 3rd, which is the day before Independence Day, which is tomorrow.
Yes.
Which will be actually the perfect, marriage
Right.
for today's content because, tomorrow is the 4th of July.
Right, and I know that not everybody celebrates it all around the world, right? And that's okay and everything, but just the fact of having freedom is really important to us.
Freedom.
And we truly believe in that holiday, but we believe in more ways than one, right? So understand it doesn't matter where you are, coming from. Your freedom is important to us as well.
That's right. It's all about freedom. That's the reason why we become entrepreneurs, right? Pretty much. We become marketers and entrepreneurs for one reason and one reason only, is to be free.
Freedom.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that too in today's topic, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So other than that, make sure you like the page so that you don't miss out on notification. It's your first time here. Introduce yourself. Let us know where you are actually watching us from in the live stream. And we are broadcasting in the Superfeeling Network Facebook group, the Insider group. So hello, guys. How you guys doing? Where are you? Get your butts in the inner circle now.
That's
All
right.
If you want to participate and, put in comments and, likes and hearts and shares, that's great. You want to do that. We encourage that, and, if you're just watching us, we won't be able to see your comments unless you come to the fan page. So come to the fan page, which we posted inside the group so that you guys don't miss out on anything. So other than that, Rich, it's pro time.
It is what?
Pros, that's right.
Yep.
This is the time where we actually are going to recognize the individuals by name who upgraded to pros.
Pro time.
That's right. And we think
Pro
pros is a
time.
big deal, isn't it? It's crazy. So we're going to recognize the Sand Pros. Now, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about and why we're so excited about Sand Pros, it's very, very simple. Your positioning. When you decided to get involved with Superfeeling Network, you were introduced to the system as a basic member, but then all of a sudden, you actually saw within the boot camp that you had the opportunity to upgrade to pro, which gives you a proper positioning to receive, what is it, Rich?
Receive.
What do you receive when you're a pro?
Lots of things.
Lots of things. Lots of things. What is it? Specifically, come on, spit it out.
Why you gotta put me on the spot like that?
Oh, yeah, come on, baby.
Well, the most important thing you receive, guys, I think is the most valuable is actual coaching.
That's right.
Okay? Coaching to me is key. I wouldn't be where I am today if I did not go through any coaching whatsoever. And I mean that sincerely. I mean with coaching, personal development, coaching with Misha, coaching with email marketing, coaching with everything. Coaching is where it's at, guys.
That's right. So
and you get a lot more too, but I'll let you be surprised.
Yeah, you guys got to take a look at it. So if you are considering to become an upgrade into a Superfeeling Network Pro member, then make sure you speak to your SAND coach about going pro. Other than that, let's go ahead and pull up the names.
Pull up the names.
Pull up the names. We got a list today. A lot of people over the weekend, over the pretty much from Thursday and on, right? Yeah, a lot of people went pro, so we got more names now, and this is gonna happen. Oh, it's in the by Dan inside the group.
Oh.
In the messenger. Wow.
I know you kind of like threw me off there.
Threw you off on a real road.
Yeah. Where on Skype?
No. It's gonna be in Facebook.
Oh, now you're telling
He
me.
sends it to me in the messenger.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
So, all right, guys. So while Rich is go ahead and playing on the computer,
Playing on
looking
the
for
computer.
the looking for the list of pro members.
Oh my God.
Which one of you guys are thinking about going pro?
Holy moly!
I told you it was a big list. Didn't I say that?
Woo-wee.
All
Oh
right.
my God! Let me hold.
Yeah.
Let me put this in a nice clean area here
Mm-hmm.
where we can see it nice.
That's a long
and
list,
clean.
ain't it?
It's a beautiful
Whoop.
list.
That's a nice long list.
Yeah.
All right. And I mean, really mean it, guys. I mean, if you're going to go pro, be serious about this. This is a business. And what we're going to share with you tonight after we make this announcement of recognizing our pros, which is what we're going to do every Monday. We'll recognize every time somebody upgrades the pro, we're going to recognize them because it is a huge, huge accomplishment and a big reward for those who do become pro because now they get the actual one-on-one coaching that they deserve and need and be able to take their Super Affiliate Network business to the next level.
Yes, but before we do,
Yep.
one important thing about video that I
Mhm.
train on
Yeah.
is always welcoming your guest.
Yes.
So guys, welcome Karen. Lupe, welcome. Amber, welcome.
Andy.
Welcome. And Robert Berry, welcome.
Terry Skipper, welcome.
Terry, what's happening? Your ghost. Let's get a picture up there.
Yep. I posted a message today about being
Yeah,
ghost.
let's not be a ghost now.
That's right.
Show yourself. And jeez.
Karen. Yeah.
And,
Renee.
Robert, my brother from another mother. What's happening, Robert?
Zary.
Oh
hey,
my God.
hey. Brian Montague,
Hey.
how you guys doing? Hey, Earl. How you
Earl,
doing?
what's happening?
Good to see you, Earl. Patricia
Patricia.
Berry. David Toomey.
Yeah.
Yeah. John James Rada. Hey,
What's
hey.
up?
Hey.
Michael, what's happening?
Lenny Roll. Awesome. Newcomer. Hey. Good to see you.
Cool.
Thomas Dougal. How you doing?
What's up, Thomas?
Robin and Di.
I'm
I said-
Christy.
Yeah. Hey, Chrissy.
What's happening?
Tamisha Moore. Marcelina. How you doing, Marcelina?
Hi, Selena.
Good to see you. All right, guys.
Cool,
Good to
cool,
see you guys.
cool.
And Kathy Stout.
What's
Hi.
happening, Kathy? What's happening? And more to come in a little while.
Yeah, all you guys. How you guys doing?
Yes.
All right. So now that we did that, now can we go ahead and?
Yes, we can do it.
Okay. All right. So
I like to make people.
You're covering-
I like to make people feel welcome.
that's cool.
Yeah.
You're covering my list though. I can't
Yeah.
see. Get that monitor out of the way. I need to see the
I
list.
See the list.
Can't
The
read,
list.
man.
List
Gotta
is
see the
right
list.
here. Here we go.
Okay, so the following individuals upgraded to pro, and we are in a new month now, so this also counts if you upgraded to pro this month and your name is on the list. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. See.
All right, the first name on the list is Jerry Bianco,
Jeremy Bianco. All right,
Congratulations,
buddy. Yeah.
Sarah Mattingly,
Sarah Melanie. All right. Welcome.
Ellen Anderson.
Ellen.
We have K.R. Farrow,
KR Fire. What's happening? Welcome.
Darylyn Fabricius,
Darylyn. That's right. What's up?
Gloria McDonald,
Gloria. Welcome.
Lakshmi Prasad.
Lashimi. That's a nice name.
Lakshmi Prasad,
Yeah,
I like that. Rosemary Parcells,
Rosemary.
Larry
Welcome.
Troyer, Penny McPherson,
Larry and Penny. Welcome to Super Affiliate Network Pro.
Paul Keene,
Paul Keene.
Yep.
Welcome.
Cynthia Goodman,
Cynthia. Awesome.
Lenny Roll. I did say Lenny. Lenny? No, Lenny. Okay, so we said hi to Lenny, but Lenny went
what's up?
pro.
Hello, Lenny.
All right,
and
Lenny.
hello, Lenny Pro.
Heather Neal,
Heather. All right.
Heather Neal,
Nice.
Josephine Nicholson,
Josephine.
Ann Barack.
And Barack.
Yep, and Nate Fancher.
Nate Fancher.
Yep. All right, guys, congratulations.
Did we miss one?
Yeah, we missed that one. I didn't see the first name, so I'm not gonna say
I didn't
it.
see the first name. All I saw was Dix. So, anyways, welcome Dix to Pro. All right. No stone left unturned.
Okay, I didn't see the first name. I was like, I don't know if you want me to say that one.
Well, last name was Dix.
Last name was
So-
Dix. Okay.
I think that's the only person named Dix. So, welcome
Oh
Dix.
God. Okay.
All right.
We like to have fun.
Yeah.
So onward and moving forward. let's go into today's content, which
Hey,
is basically.
you gotta learn while you're having fun, guys.
Yeah.
That's our motto.
All right, baby, let's do
What's
this.
up? Let's do it.
So today's topic is basically about everyone having a story.
Yes.
What is yours?
What is your story?
What is your story?
What is your story?
Everybody has a story.
Yeah, everybody has a story.
You, Tammy, Robin and Di, Chrissy, Andy, Earl, Renee, all you guys, everyone has a story.
Yes.
And you must learn to tell it right.
Yes.
You got to get comfortable with being vulnerable when you're talking about your backstory.
I think people are afraid to be vulnerable and be themselves.
They
because
are.
what happens when you try to reveal your story, people are afraid to really kind of dig deep down and
Yes.
really reveal what really goes on and everything. I was talking to one of our students today, and I was telling them a story about what happened with me, about when I was successful before, and I had to go back to work at the same job that I left when I was successful in the first place, right? And that was hard for me, and it was a hard pill to swallow, right? But as I'm telling that story, notice that you started probably getting some pictures in your head, like, oh wow, you went back to that same job, and he was successful, So I'm gonna tell you a little quick synopsis of that story so you understand the point of the story. So what happened was, back in 2008 when I first got started in internet marketing, didn't have any success. But a year later, I was working with this company, and call it right timing, what you will. I made six figures in that company. Like, it was like 6 months. My business blew up so fast, and just getting started, never being an entrepreneur, it just happened so fast for me that I was asked to talk on stage in Vegas for a network marketing company. I traveled to California, I traveled to Texas, I traveled to Florida, I traveled to the Caribbean, for coaching, mentoring, all this kind of stuff was going on. And it was a great point in my life, and you think that you got it made. You think that everything is, great, and, nothing's going to happen, right?
And you were right up there with making, like, in the type of model that you were involved in, it was technically MLM, right?
Well, it was technically MLM. It was an online MLM structure.
And you were making like buku cash, right?
Fast,
You
too.
were making like,
Yes.
you had like your own personal safe, and you had cash.
I
And
had my own
everything,
safe and everything, yeah.
Wow.
It got crazy.
Right? Wow.
So the thing about it is, things blew up so fast that I never thought that it would go away. I never thought that things would, and it's a valuable lesson. I'm going to get to that point.
Right.
So as I'm going through this, when things shifted, and I pretty much lost everything because of some stupid people. What happened was, I had to swallow my pride as my money was dwindling down over the years, and I had to literally go back and ask for my job from the same manager who knew I left for that reason of being successful. So I had to go to work, the same place, same building, same manager, same everything. So I swallowed my pride.
Yeah.
And I went back to work, and I did what I had to do, right? And here I am today. Guess what? I'm successful again. But there's a difference. The difference is, I learned to value what a list means on the internet. Okay? And the last time when I was doing this, I had a list growing, but when I thought I had it made, I deleted my list because I thought it would last forever. So the valuable lesson learned here is that your list is your asset. Your list is everything in your marketing. Even if like you run some ads and you don't make any sales, but you're getting a lot of leads, those leads are so important, and it is such a valuable asset to your business for the rest of your life. And I look at it like that now. I understand it now from the failures and the successes, okay? So I'm sharing this with you from true life story, okay? And I don't want you guys to go through that. Now, as I share the story with you, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section, what did you get out of the story that I just shared with you? Okay? What did you get out of the story as I'm sharing the story with you?
Karen Steinbrecher says, never be afraid to admit to failures. They just encourage you to keep working towards success and make the success do much sweeter.
Right. But you notice during the story, there's an emotional attachment to it, right? Right? There's emotion behind it. Because as I tell that story, it brings me back, and it causes a little bit of pain. right? But I realized that that pain is what keeps me going. That pain is what drives me. That pain is what makes me be unstoppable. I don't care what kind of bad days I have. I will keep striving to my last dying breath, right? There, telling a story is not just telling a story. Telling a story is opening up and letting people know how you feel.
And also it establishes that vulnerability of being transparent, which a lot of people appreciate. It's that transparency. And if you want to model after success, just look at Misha. Misha is very transparent when he actually does his Facebook Lives, when he writes his content in his email follow-ups. I mean, all that content he's writing is basically him being transparent.
It's lessons.
It's lessons in life, lessons learned as an entrepreneur through the journey as he becomes a 7-figure earner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I know it's hard, like, not to be emotional and things like that, but, it's if you're going through it, it's your story. It's very important to really tap into your story, Mm-hmm. So understand that. Yes. So what else you guys get out of this? The list is the most important asset, correct? Diane Robin, you got that? That's good.
Diane Robin got that.
Yep, you hit the nail on the head.
Renee Russian says, build a list even if you don't make sales.
Exactly. Sometimes you'll make sales, sometimes you won't. But if you stay consistent, you'll win in the end.
John James Rada says, keep your list.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That was my mistake because I thought I was like on top of the world.
Moment there.
Yeah, and because let's say that I never deleted my list and things happened, I could have continued marketing to that list and probably stay afloat, right?
It's true. Yeah.
So valuable lesson learned.
Yes.
Build a list even if you don't make sales. Keep your list. We are not alone. Okay, keep your list. You gotta be humble. Yep.
Gotta be humble. Yes, John. Yep.
Meant to be humble real quick.
That's before you gotta go up.
Okay. Yep. That story. Sure. Do you have a story? Yeah.
David.
I have a hell of a story.
David says 6-figure debt.
Yep.
6-figure debt.
Yeah. So understand, guys. What I want you to do is, hold on, we got more comments.
We got more comments. You have to go up. Right there.
Okay, I just got scammed out of $60,000 and I do not have any money to keep going right now, so I'm going to have to work more overtime to build my money up, and I will be back. Okay, Brian, let's talk about this for a second. See, this is a story. Your story is very valuable. You may not think so, but I want to share that story is very valuable because that is a pain that hurts.
Very deep.
You know what I mean?
Very deep.
And understand that I know people that, I'm not kidding when I say this, that what you just told me, I've seen that happen to other people too, even that amount and more.
And more.
Okay?
Yes.
Because they don't understand that it's not about buying things. It's about actually doing something for yourself.
Yes.
But when we're so new and we don't understand what's going on, we think that that's going to solve our problem. And reality is we need to think about our own asset, our own ass, which is building our list, right?
Right.
And if we kept doing that, we wouldn't have to worry about those things.
Exactly.
That's why I love Misha, the way he trains, because he focuses on marketing, simply being a marketer.
Yes.
And you can really take that with you for the rest of your life, which is amazing. So, yeah, I mean, it's...
Linda Smith says, don't forget how and what happened, what helped you succeed. Karen Steinbrecher says, always keep your leads. You can use them for other endeavors.
Yep.
Chrissy says, it does hurt and it is so scary. Tony Kinley, hi, Tony. He says you fail forward.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was working and we were failing for 3 years, even after that, but I just kept going. I kept going and I didn't stop, right? So it's just many lessons learned along the way. And the whole point to this, guys, I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to understand that if you are honest with people and you share your story and be vulnerable, they will connect with you. Okay? So this is how me and Anastasia have connected with a lot of people on the internet, right? Sharing our success, sharing even our first sale when it was $1, right? Or $7, or no matter what it is irrelevant. The fact is that even when we made our first sale, we shared it.
Yeah.
We shared it and tied a story around that.
Yes.
I say, guys, we were struggling for so long and, now, we're making sales, and it's our first sale, but nonetheless, it's our sale. We have a student that's in this super affiliate network that came in, through Karen Richardson, and she created a video, and she said that, I made my first sale, and I made $25. She says, it may not be much, but that's my $25.
Yeah.
And that video inspired me so much.
I remember it was one of the
when I
early
saw
videos.
that. When I saw that video, because
Yeah.
some people take it for granted, but even when you make your first sale, you should be celebrating that. You should be
Always.
sharing it with the world, right? People love results. Share those stories. Those are stories, okay? And when you guys make a dollar sale, dollar trial, you make another sale, you get leads. Share the results. Share the story. Share, with people what you're doing, and don't be afraid to be yourself, because that's going to really attract more people to you, and that's how you get even more results. That's all that we did in the beginning, guys, along with running with traffic.
Yeah.
Right? And we started sharing our results. We started attracting people because people were seeing what we were doing, right? Even when it was just one sale, even when it was just a few leads.
And keep in mind, me and Rich, we come from two different backgrounds, but our journey is very similar because we both embarked in online marketing, and we both, he had more success than I did. And at the same time, I wanted to learn from the right mentor. So me and him, we got together, we partnered up, and, he immediately started teaching me and mentoring me and coaching me. And I think that's where a lot of the principle for success in coaching comes into play, with working one-on-one with a newbie, is having that type of support where I can learn how more about myself and my failures, and create a story from my failures that it's so enticing to, when I talk to someone new,
Yeah.
they go, wow, they're impacted in a way from it. And when I speak to them and I say, yeah, I used to be in network marketing before, so what? I actually struggled in it for over 12 years. I thought that the rah-rah and the whole thing was just the whole part of making money, and you had to be at every single event, and you had to sell all these products and do all these parties and things like that. And then here you are, when commission time comes, you get a check for $3.33, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not success. And then here I am with Rich, and then one day he was just like, hey Ace, got commission today, and then he's like, I made over $10,000, and I'm like, get the hell out of here, for real? I'm like, here we are in the same damn room, and we're marketing the same industry, similar. And here I am in my business, and I'm not making no more than maybe $100, for the month. And then here he is making over 10 grand. I'm like, all right, dude, you got to start teaching me. I have had it. I want to learn. Once I became the student and the master presented himself as the teacher, I was ready. I was ready to learn, and Rich never gave me anything. Rich only pointed me and guided me in the right direction and said, here you go. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to learn. And for the individual who asked, what if you don't have a story and you're brand new? Everybody has a story. You know what your story is? How you found the Super Affiliate Network.
Yep.
That's your story. Because when you came into this, you didn't know anything about it. Somebody had to introduce it to you,
Yeah,
or you had to find it somehow. That's part of your story.
Right. Where were you before? Right.
Right.
Like let's say I can go prior to getting on the internet. Right. I could say I was in network marketing for the first time in my life in 1994. I used to go to home meetings.
Yes.
And we used to push products.
We're talking to Lucy.
She's
brand new.
To people down the street, and they were buying the products, and then I would drive almost 2 hours just for a meeting in an office space, right? and I was thinking I was going to get rich this way, and I was like, it was nothing but a pain in the ass because I was bringing my friends to it. My mother showed up, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff. And my friends were looking at me all weird and everything, and that was just very painstaking, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So understand, guys, you always have a story. Always have a story.
Everybody, even if you're brand new,
Yeah.
you have a story. And you can develop a new addition to that story. These are different pages to a book, different chapters of your story that you can add into as you progress in the Super Affiliate Network, and you start learning through, wow, I just watched module 5. I started implementing and applying what I just learned. This is the result I got. This is a part of my story. People want to hear what you've done. They're following you.
Yeah.
They give a damn if you're in the Super Affiliate Network. They want to follow your journey. They want to know what you are able to do for them. They want to see you progress, you succeed. So that way they can go, I'm going to be like my sponsor. I'm going to be like him.
Yeah, and if you guys get stuck, I mean, there's many books out there on how to, like, tell your story and stuff like that, right? Because it's all about storytelling. Don't we love it when we were kids, when we got stories to tell? Evidently, you still do as an adult, because you probably like to watch movies. You like to watch Netflix series and things like that. Those are all stories, guys. Don't you get it? Everything in life is a story.
Yeah.
Right? If you just say something, it's one thing. But if you tell a story around what you're saying, you're going to connect with more people. People are going to resonate with you better, because that's what they're used to seeing. Let me give you another story. There's a gentleman here in the comments section. His name is Robert Irizarry. Okay? Robert Irizarry is responsible for me and Anastasia getting together. He's part of the Super Affiliate Network right now.
Arts.
Okay?
Yeah.
Understand this. Now the story gets a little bit deeper.
Oh, boy.
During my travels as being successful the first time around, okay? I actually, one of my Caribbean trips was going out to fly to Puerto Rico in the middle of a week when everybody had to work, and I was free, right? And I went to visit Robert, and we got to know each other and everything. We just hit it off as really good friends. And he wanted to pick my brain, and, he wanted some coaching, and that's what I did. And, he learned a lot. I learned a lot from him. And, it was just an experience, right? And it was really wonderful to travel, across the ocean and be in the middle of an island. I think it was on like the middle of a week. I forgot if it was like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, but it was early on in the week. And I'm just standing there in the island, and it really hit me. And I said to myself, wow, I'm standing here right now, and I'm looking across the ocean. And I know there's nothing but like endless water, away from where I live, And as I sat here thinking and reminiscing how far I've came, here I am, speaking to a gentleman who has experience in network marketing, and I was teaching him internet marketing, okay? And it's just amazing, to hear the story that he was sharing with me on the journey that he's been through, right? You see how right now, guys, I told you a story, but as I was telling that story, I was telling you a feel-good part of it, the fact of like being able to like, travel across the ocean and, while everybody's working, right? I'm talking about something that can relate to someone, right? And they're like, hey, I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to go across the ocean and go on an island. You know what I mean? See, when you are actually always getting a habit when you speak, to tell a story, people are going to understand it better, because people like simplicity. And if you tell a story, it's more simple to understand than just a whole bunch of jargon.
And the nothing is further from the truth. Facts tell, stories sell.
Oh, got ya.
And if there's anything that I picked up from The New Professionals, which is a book that I read a long time ago called The New Professional, it's about the network marketing industry taking it to a whole nother level from entrepreneurism, is the fact that we are the highest paid professionals in the world because we tell great stories. And you know what, guys? Some of y'all struggle so hard with trying to create those first couple of emails in the Gain Logic Fear series. We just told you what you should be doing.
Tell stories.
Tell your story.
Yeah.
Work on it.
Yeah.
Even if you have to take all the time that you need to, devote it to creating a really good, feel-good story. Yeah. Because that is what's going to draw in your reader, and that's what's going to draw in, your lead to really get romantic with you and find out, more about you and hunger for more of that story and what's going to happen next. And, what are the little cliffhangers at the end, because those are the emails. And you'll learn that in the boot camp. And we should go through it. But
and then the pros that we got lined up here are going to see once they start doing
these
their
pros
emails.
over here, everybody that went pro are going to know the secrets of, email list building, and that's going to be in pro. So keep that in mind when you look at pro. Don't look at it as just, I'm positioned to make $1,000.
Yeah, I'm just pro.
It goes deeper
it goes way
than
beyond
that.
Yeah.
Beyond that. But, Rich, continue where you actually said where Robert Irizarry and you were in Puerto Rico. So you flew out to meet this guy.
Yeah.
And then when was it that it hit you that all the success that you had, and you were single at the time, all the success you were having, you were on the beach?
Yeah, I was on the beach, and I was walking, and I was, because Robert was showing me around the island and stuff. And this island, I my mom's from this island, right? My dad was born on this island.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it was the island of Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. And, and I've been there when I was a kid, but being older is different, right? Because you look at things very different. And all of a sudden, he was taking me to some different parts of Puerto Rico, like more of the south part of the island, and I just started seeing some gorgeous locations. And I was walking along the beach, and I'm like, it's great to have success, but I wish there was someone I could share it with. You know what I mean? And I said to myself, I was going to I think I was going through a depression through that at the same time because of something else that was darker that happened in my life. And so what's ironic is that was the first time that I met Robert. Okay, like I said, he's in the chat. And then the second time I went to visit him, I met you through Robert after that first trip. And then from there, I met you in New Jersey, where you live. And then from there, I ended up going back to Puerto Rico and talking to Robert. But this second time I went, I couldn't stop thinking about her, right? So it all ties together, trust me, guys. So, and then, I ended up going to a different beach this time, and I was just laying there and looking at the water and seeing the sunset and hit a rock across the ocean, and then like a diamond was just exploding. It was beautiful. And I just was thinking about like, wow, I can't wait to get back home. Here I am in Tropical Island, but I can't wait to get back home and see her. So, and we were just, nothing was going on. We were just friends, but we couldn't stop talking on the laptop while I was in, this beautiful island. And then, but I, my confidence was like, oh yeah, she doesn't like me and stuff like that. And then it was funny. And Robert, Robert goes to me and says, "You're an idiot." It's like that. He goes, "What's wrong with you, man? Of course she likes you. Look how much she's talking to you, And then end up, going back, and then we met again, and this time, we got a lot closer and everything else like that. And but understand though, I started sharing stories with her, and the stories I was sharing with her, she started getting more connected with me. And feeling like she knows me and trusts me and things like that.
Meanwhile, I never traveled.
Right.
Before.
So understand, guys, whatever stories I'm telling you tonight, it's a lesson here. Okay? Yes. It's a lesson here, because the more that you start to tell stories and open up and be transparent with people and be vulnerable is the important thing, is that people are going to feel like they like you. People are going to feel like they trust you because you're being who you are. Right? Nobody wants you to be who you're not. Just be who you are. And those people are going to come around and connect with you. And it's just so amazing when I finally understood that and I got that. And this is why I'm telling you these few stories. I have another story about me with my, my health ailment that was going on. That it is what it is, right? That's all in the blog. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And this is why people are like, wow, I feel like I know, Rich Guzman. I feel like I know Anastasia Holdridge, because known as Ace and known as Rich, because we share our journey. We share things that happen to us. Even like I said, even when we generated a lead, even when we generated a sale, even when we got coached with Nisha, we share those things in a story format.
Yes.
Right? Because those are the things that matters. This is how we get connected with people who don't know us, right? Yeah. Even if the person is completely, cold, brand new, don't know us, we share like stories. We share stories to our emails. We share stories to our video, okay? And just like our first video in our email series, when they opt in, they get a page, and that's the video. Hey guys, how you doing? We're Ace and Rich. Look for synopsis about us, right? Just real quick. And immediately, and let's down the guard, because we're being vulnerable and we're letting people know, like, yes, this is who we are. We're right. Ace, we're Rich.
Yes.
I have a job. Now we're entrepreneurs. We keep it very short in that kind of video, right? But when they get to know us, they start to really get to know us, because those bits and pieces of stories are coming through in the email.
Not only that, but when people see that we're raw and we're straight up, we keep it real. We've even started getting people calling us from our list, because we were able to be vulnerable and transparent with our phone number. And we have our own phone number in the signature line of our emails. And as we're telling our stories, there is some kind of a call to action to let the guard down with that prospect and say, listen, if you got any questions whatsoever, we are not untouchable. You can talk to us. Even if we're the top earners, it really doesn't matter. You can reach out to us. You could Skype us. You can talk to us, make an appointment. we've been getting calls, voicemails. I've been trying to keep up with them so that I let these people know, yeah, I'm here. I'm a real person. You're talking to me on my cell phone,
Yes.
and that's a wonderful breakthrough
Yes.
when it comes to
Yes.
internet marketing, because a lot of internet marketers don't show face. They only talk to you through their email, and that's it. They don't come up on Skype. They don't talk. They're fearful. They're afraid to
Yeah.
talk to total strangers. Well, in my emails, when I created my email series, I talk about that. I talk about letting the guard down. Don't be afraid to talk to us, even if it's just a simple question or hopping on our hot seat and speaking to us, because you're not ready. You'll know when you're ready to talk to me, and we do. We get the calls.
Yeah. Like today, we followed Western people, and some people signed up before we even called them back.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the whole premise of this tonight, guys, Inner Circle, is to really understand that if you understand, storytelling, right?
Yes.
We call this my story marketing.
Yes.
My story marketing is a
Write that
very,
down.
very powerful way to connect with people that don't even know you.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a great
Very
way to
important.
open up with new people. It's a great way to build a new relationship with someone, and also get to know them a lot better, because once you start telling your story over and over, what will happen is your story will start to finalize. It'll start to get crisper, and you'll start remembering it like the back of your hand. And one day, if you're ever walking across the stage with us, at a Maui intensive, right, you guys can actually share your story, because you pretty much said it over and over, and you've gotten so good at it that you can actually tell it now much better to the best of us.
Yeah.
And that's your story. That's your story for your journey, your success. And that's what we want you to get good at, is
Yeah.
telling your story.
And here's the big secret. You guys want to know the big secret? Right? I want to hear yes, all in the comments there. The big secret of them all. And this is going to resonate with a lot of people when I say this. Yes.
Okay, Chrissy says
Come on.
yes.
Give me some
Lucy
hearts
says
and some
yes.
likes on this, and tell me yes.
Yes, hearts and likes.
The big
Judith!
secret. Hi,
She's
Judith.
like, yes. Mary Doblender, yes. Karen, yes. All right.
Awesome. Okay, I'll let the cat out of the bag. No one has your story.
That's right.
No one has your story. That's what makes you special. That's what makes you unique.
Yeah,
That's what makes you powerful
right on.
than the other person, because no one has your story.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about my story marketing, right? It's amazing when you really think about it. Nobody can touch you.
Yeah.
Because you have your own story that nobody else has.
And if you've gone through so much hell, there's some
Share
people
it.
who if people
Share it.
are afraid to share the hell that
Yeah.
they have gone through, because they're so embarrassed
Yeah.
by all the bullshit that they
Yeah.
actually went through, and pain and suffering and loss and, discomfort. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, share that.
Yeah,
Share that.
yeah. I would,
If you
I
guys
would
are
share
watching this replay and you missed this Inner Circle, I got news for you. Make sure you watch this, because this is so important. And I say this to you for the replay watchers. If you have a story and you've been through hell, keep going through it. Okay, that's how you're going to get out. And share that journey, share that story, because there are other people that are going to more hell than you.
And like Brian, he just shared a painful story
He
about
did, yeah, he did.
losing out in $60,000,
Montague, yeah.
right?
Mhm, yes.
I would say this, Brian, create a page, okay? And let people know, I went $60,000 in debt, because that's debt, right?
That's right.
And you say, I went to $60,000 in debt, and all that changed, when I found the Super Affiliate Network, when I learned really what marketing's all about.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And the stories, man.
That's right.
Stuff that you can do with what just happened to you. See, I know it's a negative, but I love looking at the negative and turning it around as a positive. How can I change that perception? How can I
Yes.
look at it a whole different way? Okay? And it's bad what happened, and I've heard so many stories. This isn't the first time I've heard something like that.
Yes.
But man, I just have to touch upon that.
Yeah.
I would literally
And everybody
make a story on that.
Everybody knows the popular one, the popular story with the CEO, Misha Wilson, when he talks about how, he was down and out, and
And he couldn't pay rent.
and he couldn't pay rent, and
Oh my God!
like
read
being in Mexico,
I
right?
saw that. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God!
You guys know that story so well because you heard it over and over from Misha telling you, because
Yeah.
he's gotten so good at telling it.
Yeah.
He's even sharing it on stage. He's at NES 8. He's sharing that so people can get to know his journey. That's his story.
Yeah.
That's not yours. That's Misha Wilson's story. You have your own. And once you have it, keep telling it. Keep telling
Over
it and
over
reframing
over
it and
again.
reframing it in your videos, in your Facebook Lives. Do it. And you watch how many people are going to gravitate to you.
Yeah, because here's the thing, guys. Like, we're still like working on our story. We're always, tweaking our story,
Tweaking
making it better, make it better, and
Yeah.
You're not going to get it in the beginning right away, but you got to start, right? You have to start by, get some books out there, learn how to tell stories.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look up My Story Marketing.
Yeah,
You can Google it and you'll see a bunch of people actually talking a lot about it,
Yeah,
including
it's amazing.
what is it? I think it's Gary Vaynerchuk talks about My Story
I
Marketing.
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Seth Godin.
Yeah, your
Talks
story,
about My Story
your story
Marketing.
is more powerful than you ever imagined.
Yeah.
And here's the ironic thing, guys. I was told this a long time ago, and I brushed it off. I was like, my story, what the hell is that? I mean,
You
seriously,
probably brushed it off as much as people
You know what
told
I
you
mean?
to write a goal statement.
And then here's the thing. Now that I'm telling you,
Uh-huh.
I'm remembering what I was told way back when, in 2008, when they said, tell your story. I tell my story. What the hell tell my story? I don't have a story,
Yeah.
But I did. And I never used it. Now, that's so important. So important.
So guys, did this help you tonight? Did you get a lot of value out of tonight's topic? My Story Marketing is what we were talking about. And those of you who actually hopped in late, make sure you watch the replay. We were actually talking about how everyone has a story, including you. So what is your story? And let me see in the chat, did you guys get a lot of value out of this tonight?
Oh, yeah, Misha has an awesome story, Robert said.
Oh,
Yeah,
Robert.
that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll tell you, man. We have
Yep.
crazy stories out there. I mean, I've read so many stories on different entrepreneurs, and you learn a lot from that too.
And you build a lot of great online relationships that can actually turn into real relationships. Robert Irizarry may be on our team, but we know Robert Irizarry online for over 7 years.
Wow,
Isn't that a long
that's
time?
amazing.
7 years you can be
7
known
years.
somebody. Yeah, about over 7.
Mhm.
You've known him, but I've known him. 7.
Oh yeah.
7 years, huh?
Wow.
7.
7.
And he's been on this journey with us for a long, long time. He was doing his own thing, and then finally.
Well, technically 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5 years
Yeah.
on and now,
Yeah.
7.5. But what
Wow.
I was saying was Robert had his own journey. He has his own story, and he can share a lot with his people,
Oh yeah. Like
and-
he shared a story with me.
Exactly. And he can also talk about how he got us together, because that's a wonderful part to add to a story.
Yeah.
It really gets
Yeah.
people going.
But
Our true story.
but when he tells the story,
Yeah.
it's about him.
It's about
We
him,
need him to share his story.
but he loves to give back.
Right.
That's what he does.
I like when he
Mhm.
shares his story
Yes.
about like the stuff that he goes through,
Yeah.
what he has gone through in the past, and how things do not
Yes.
deter him or stop him
Yes.
from his belief
Mhm.
and his vision of what he sees. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Which is I think that's just powerful.
So I think it's time for a little Q&A.
Absolutely, sure.
We're going to do
Yeah.
Q&A, guys, because we love to give back to you guys when we're here. And you guys can ask us some questions about today's topic, or you want to pick our brain while we're here, I guess.
Sure.
We're open to that, too. So go ahead and pop in your comments, your questions in there, your feedback.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And while you guys are doing that, we'll go ahead and answer them in the order that they're received. Make sure that if you guys are getting a lot of value out of these Super Affiliate Network Inner Circle coaching calls, that you write a nice review for Misha Wilson inside the review. We've been encouraging that, because inside the fan page, you can click on the tab on the left that says review, and you could actually write a review in your own words, in your own feeling, how you connect with the Super Affiliate Network before you found Super Affiliate Network, what you thought, and then basically what did you discover since being here, because that really, really helps with the company.
Absolutely.
It's all about integrity, everyone. All about integrity. All right, so let's take a look here. Anybody got any questions?
Q&A time.
Our brains got to get ready, because they ask questions and it's unscripted, so Megan says, oh my God, this keeps coming up for me over and over and over. Well, Megan, you know what? Megan Davenport, you can't run away from it. Obviously, that's a clue.
Yes.
That is a clue of what to do, and you've got to take action on it. You got to take action. Action, action, action. Robert Berry, how did you manage to stay focused when things were not going right? Ooh, good question.
That's a very good question.
That's a very good question. A lot of people, Robert, actually deal with that. They really, really do. But it's all a matter of, what we have as far as our vision that carries us forward. And no matter what happens, even when things aren't going right, we never get addicted or get emotionally attached to the disappointments. So, we just went blurry for a minute there.
We went blurry.
So we never get addicted to the emotional disappointments. There are times where, me and Rich, we would run traffic and, we wouldn't see one sale. But we never stop. We never listen to that. We don't take it personal. It's a business. And so what do? We keep going forward. We still run traffic. We still try different vendors. We just keep on going, man. We keep on trucking. It's called being in the trenches. One thing you have to understand about us is we hustle. And we hustle even if things are going great, we still hustle because that's a discipline that we gathered over the years of being in this industry for a long time. Is you get this discipline of building consistently, staying focused, laser focused. I don't care what ground floor opportunity it is, what gadget it is, it don't really matter to me. All I'm focused on is growing the Super Affiliate Network, and that's my focus. That's how I think.
Yeah.
That's I wake up, I breathe it, I eat it, I sleep it. I'm thinking leads, traffic, leads, traffic, leads, traffic. Psychologically, I'm hypnotizing myself. Leads, traffic, leads, traffic.
Leads, traffic, follow up.
Yep, follow up too.
So let me give my feeling on that.
Sure.
When things were going really rough for us, when we were in a motel and we had nowhere to go, and that was a rough time in our life.
Yes.
All I thought about was just focusing on a result. I kept focusing on a result, whether it was just leads, no sales, just continue to keep building, keep building, keep building. It was like kind of the analogy I talked about the skyscraper. Like to have success, it's like a skyscraper. You gotta build a foundation first, because if you don't have a foundation, you can't get to the lobby, right? A big skyscraper, it's got the big lobby with security in the front desk and everything. That's your lobby. You can't get to that point unless the foundation is built completely. So I looked at it that way, like especially coming from success and then starting all over again. I thought about like I gotta build the right foundation. I gotta build the right foundation. I kept thinking this over and over and over and over. So when you feel like things are not going in your favor, you have to look at what is happening, right? So are you getting leads? Okay, are you making any sales from those leads? And if you're getting leads, great. Stay on the positive when things seem negative. Okay? Stay on the positive
Always.
When things seem negative.
Always.
Because your perception of your own brain will lie to you. Okay? This happens over and over.
We know.
It'll lie to you and tell you, this doesn't work. Why am I spending this time doing this? Right? Your brain's going to fool you into thinking that you're not doing the right thing. When in reality, you're just getting going. You're just getting started, right?
Yes.
So think about like when you never generated a lead ever. You never generated any leads. And now you know how to generate leads. You have to look at that perception. Like, wow, look how far I've come. I got to this thing. I never freaking generated a lead in my life. Now I can generate 100 leads, 200 leads, 300 leads, 500 leads. Like I have total control. I can do that now. Wow. So what's the next step? You know how to generate leads. You know how to generate even more leads, right? How come I'm not getting any sales? Well, let's focus on that for a second. How am I doing my email marketing? Am I investing in myself? Am I investing in my intellectual capital? Law, guys, the law. One of the laws of Affiliate Network. Am I keep investing in my intellectual capital? If I don't, I can't keep growing. So therefore, that law states, make sure you always invest in intellectual capital if you want to keep growing. For me, I love and keep investing in learning and growing to make us better in what we do. Okay? So if you are getting leads and you know how to get leads and you're building your list and you're doing fantastic, but you're not making any sales, then the leads and the traffic is not the problem. The problem is, how do I do my email marketing? How do I learn that? How do I focus on that? You do that by what? Investing into intellectual capital and learning that skill set. Nothing's going to happen unless you develop that skill set. Hence, when we started, we were driving traffic. We weren't getting many sales. In the beginning, we were getting no sales. So we realized, you know what? We're going to use the system of Super Affiliate Network, and we're going to let Misha follow up in the first 6 months.
Yep.
And we're going to focus on our one skill set, and we need to freaking learn if we want to learn how to convert leads into sales.
It's true.
And
Yeah.
focus on that one thing. Focus on that one thing for months and months and months and months.
Right. While some people actually, you know, they take advantage of that. And I will say something because real quick before I answer the next question is they think because they let go of the steering wheel that that's the whole thing they can rely upon. But see, the way Ace and Rich works is we actually had that going for only a few months. And at the same time, while that was going, we were actually building our skill set in email marketing. We were getting good at it. We were writing emails after emails twice a day,
Right.
every day, broadcasting and learning how to crisp every single thing to get the open rates higher.
And guess who was looking at our emails? And guess who coached us on our emails? Take a wild guess, guys. In the chat, I want you guys to see if you know. Who coached us in our emails to get better? There's a little bit of delay. I know there's a delay. But
Yeah.
I want you guys to let me know, who do you think coached us to get better at emails?
Mary.
Mary says Misha. Unequivocally 100% correct.
Yes, it was him. He was on our list and he saw what we were doing. He watches us. He sees the emails. You guys may not think so, but if y'all building lists and you're in pro, think about it. Misha's gonna hop right onto your list and he's gonna see what you're doing. And that means you guys are gonna get, the utmost support right there when you actually have the CEO actually on your email list looking at what you're doing.
So let's talk about
learning.
let's talk about this for a second, because we like to give value. We like to teach people things.
Yeah, because we got some
Right?
questions here.
Oh, we'll get to those questions.
Yeah.
So if you look over here, okay, how many months went by? And we've been at this for a while, guys, right? But Misha's the one that helped us crack the code. So, you guys may be just getting started and you may not be seeing results. You got to be like getting upset and getting frustrated. You can't get frustrated if you haven't put the time in, right? You got to put the time in. You got to invest in your intellectual capital, but you got to put in the time.
It works hand in hand.
Yeah.
It does.
Just like college, man. You take a course, you're not going to graduate next month. You got to go for 4 years, man. Give yourself, guys, some time to learn those skill sets that you're struggling with, so you finally learn it and you get it and you see results. So don't focus on the bad stuff. Focus on what can be. That's how we remain focused when things were going bad.
Yep. Okay, so let's go to the next question. That was Robert. The next question is going to be, no. Go down. Mary says, should I give the dollar amount of all my debt? Absolutely. When you write your emails or when you talk about your story and you say it, tell it like it is.
Yeah.
You know what? Do not be embarrassed by that.
No, you're human.
Your dollar amount could be little compared to someone how much they spent. You never know.
Here's another secret. Message. Okay? This is another secret for you guys. The more that you're more honest and vulnerable with yourselves, the more money you're going to make. Okay?
Damn straight.
The more honest and the more vulnerable you become,
Yeah.
the more transparent, the more you're going to attract more people to you, because you're going to be like, this person is for real. Okay? We get that all the time from a lot of people, like, you guys are like really real. Like, because we want to be real. We don't want to be like nobody else.
No.
We want to be us.
Yeah.
And I need you guys to understand that. I want you to get that.
Yep.
Okay?
Tamisha Moore says, I am going to work on my story. You two are awesome. Awesome, Tamisha.
Awesome, Tamisha.
Can't wait to listen to it and hear it.
Yes.
Bruce Walker says, how often is the $1 promotion? I know it just ended. Yeah, it's ended. That was only for a
Yeah.
contest. That was it. It's back to where it is, right? $7?
Yes.
So
yes.
that's the one that you're going to be marketing now.
And I like that Tamisha said that, because I want to read it. Because here's the thing. When I look at other stories, I get inspired by other people's stories.
Yes.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Yes. Lucy Holton Lee says, this may be dumb, but I have no idea what a capture page is. No, it's not dumb, because
Not dumb.
you know what?
You knew.
You're new.
Yeah.
And there are new people here in the Super Affiliate Network that don't even know what a capture page
And
is.
guess what? It's already done for you.
It is. It really is.
Yep.
So basically, you're just going to learn it right through the boot camp. But in a nutshell, capture page collects leads. That's what it is. It's a page, a website that is designed to capture the lead.
Yep.
That gets the contact details such as an email or their name, and that's how they go into your autoresponder.
Yeah. Just email is more important.
Email. So that's what a capture page captures leads. Let's see. Mary Doblender says, can you start small and leverage to promote more products?
You can, but it'll take you a lot longer.
Longer.
I tell people to run at least 1,000 to 2,000 clicks a week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just being honest.
And we're talking about the traffic
Yeah.
side, but if you're talking about marketing the actual digital products that are in the back office, those things, yeah, you can start small and do it. But if you're going to rely on that, please understand, full disclaimer here, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And in quantity, you're going to need to sell a lot. So it's no different than what you're selling as far as a $7 product and a $37 product.
Yeah.
It's no different from selling a $37 product and a $10,000 product.
No.
You have to understand, it's all in a matter of quantity.
The sale is the same.
The sell is always
Yeah.
the same. So if I were you, if you're brand new, you're under the basic or annual membership, focus on creating results in that level so that way you can scale your business up and be able to upgrade to pro.
Exactly.
That's how you're going to have really good, better results.
Exactly.
Let's see the next question. Karen Steinbrecher says, they eat, sleep, and breathe sand. Yes, we do. All right.
I love marketing.
Yes. And Robert Berry again says, are there any books or materials that you could suggest to us that is geared towards mindset and discipline? Well, all the greats about mindset and discipline, I would say, is Jim Rohn. Right? Godfather, right? Jim Rohn.
Here's a nice little small book that when I read this, it was one of the most amazing books I've ever read.
This is the book you gave me when
Yeah,
I first started
I
my
got
journey
it
with mindset.
When I
Yeah.
started internet marketing in 2008,
Yes.
I did high ticket affiliate marketing for a financial educational company, and they gave me this packet, when I spend on a high ticket product, and in that packet, well, it was a lot of stuff, but there was a small book inside there, and this book, oh man, was so amazing, and it was a story.
It was all about
Right?
those stories, yeah.
So I'm going to share this with you guys, okay? And it's a Amazon link. I'm not an affiliate with Amazon. I can care less, actually. And I'm going to share with you guys.
Yep.
This book right here.
It's called 12 Pillars of Success.
Oh, guys,
It's an amazing book. It's a short read. It's absolutely great for you to actually, pretty much learn from Jim Rohn how the journey is with actually storytelling. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys, once you start reading it, you'll get sucked in. You'll
This
get
is
sucked in.
such an
It's an amazing book. It's one of my first personal
Yeah.
mindset development books that I read that Rich put me on when I first started my
Wow.
journey as a newbie to get into mindset and personal development. Once I started reading this book, I wanted to know more about Jim Rohn.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
guys, like this book, I mean, I have my attention span, I have audiobooks, and I like to, personally myself, I like to have, audiobooks and stuff like that. But if I read a book, it's got to be like a short read. It's got to be something that I can sink my teeth into. And this right here is such a short read, but it's a nice little story. And it just really, it's a great mentorship story. It's just incredible, guys. Yeah, pick it up, man. It's awesome. I think it's like on Amazon right now.
Michael Scalzo, if I said your name right, Scalzo. Can I do this as a broke newbie?
Of course.
Wanna
How
get
bad
to
do you
it?
want it? You got to ask yourself,
Yeah.
how bad do you really want it? If you want it bad enough,
You'll make it work.
you'll open up a YouTube channel. You'll do videos every single day. You'll master that skill set. You'll do call to action. You'll drive leads. You'll get on Facebook. You do the same thing. You'll make it happen. You'll get creative, and you what's that word? Ignorance on fire. Don't stop.
Yeah,
Okay?
pretty much.
Start from today.
Yep.
Do it all the way for 365
Take
days
massive
a year.
action,
Take
dude.
massive action.
Yeah.
And make it happen.
Take massive action.
If you have absolutely no capital, which I believe no, I'm sure there's a way.
you got to get resourceful, man. Yeah.
Just make it happen. If
Yeah.
you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen.
Make it happen, figure it out, because the only way you're going to make things happen and change your situation from being always broke is to actually start enriching this, to actually start becoming resourceful, and then you'll figure out how to come up with the money to get what you need to get. Let me tell you something. Everybody uses that as an excuse. I find that to be absolutely no excuses when it comes to building a business online. You have the internet, you have a laptop, you can borrow, you can talk to people to lend you temporarily until you can get on your feet. You make shit happen. Okay? So hope that inspires you, Michael. All right, let's take a look here. Robert Berry says that a buyer is always a buyer.
I'm gonna be
Yep.
posting books up here for you guys as well as we go along.
Yep. Lucy Holton says, I want it. I'm tired of being broke. Well, let that be the motivation that you need, my dear. Let that be the motivation.
Let that be the fire under your butt, man.
Yeah, when things are not going right, say it again. I'm tired of being broke. I gotta do this. I gotta finish my boot camp. I'm tired of being broke. I gotta go ahead and invest in the pro. I'm tired of being broke. I need to buy my leads. I need to get stuff going. Yep. You have to not focus on the negative. You need to use it as your jet fuel to light up your internal pilot light for your why. That's the reason why you do what you do, so you don't remain broke. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to being a full-time entrepreneur and a full-time internet marketer, things will change for you. You will live a different lifestyle, okay? Never mind the cars, the houses, and all that other materialistic stuff. That shit depreciates. Don't worry about that. I'm talking about the lifestyle, the schedule, the things that change for you. You'll have more time freedom, but at the same time, you have to treat your business like a business. You have to do things a certain way, and you have to do them every day. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep, absolutely.
It's not like how Easy Street, like everybody paints the picture like, oh, it's gonna be easy. I get to sit back on my laptop, and just chill, right, and make some money. No, you still gotta do some work. You still gotta do it because it's your business. You've traded in a 9-to-5 for a lifestyle business. Get it?
Yes.
All right, awesome.
All right, guys, do you want to see my favorite seminar of all time that has totally shifted my thoughts? Okay, guys? Do you guys want to know, before we let you go, because we're at the top of the hour, you guys want to know my favorite seminar that changed my mind the way I think? I think it's one of them. But this is like one that really did it for me.
Lucy said yes.
I've shared this before, and I'm going to share it again. You're going to, and I'm going to, I've talked to a lot of people. And I've coached and I mentored a lot of people, with personal development. And if I talk to you on a personal level, and if I've helped you, okay, I want you guys to watch this video. I want you guys to go through the seminar. And you're going to understand why your mind does what it does. You see, you don't understand why your mind does what it does. You just do things on autopilot, not realizing that you're doing it until you're aware of it actually happening. Okay, I can go real deep, guys, when it comes to this stuff because I'm so passionate about it. Okay, but your mind will tell you, play tricks on you. It will do things to. Oh my God! Once you guys see this video, okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put it up here right now. I'm gonna pin it to the top as well because this right here is the coup de grace. This right here, like, literally made me understand what the hell is wrong with my mind. Okay? And I understood why most people around me now are accepting their life as is. And I don't want to accept my life as is. I want to be better. I want to be consciously aware of my decisions, of what I do, or how I grow, or how I educate myself. Awareness is key. Once you become aware of your mind, once your mind becomes aware of your brain, you literally can control what goes on.
You can.
And don't let the little parrot on the side, it doesn't work. What's going on? I didn't make no sales. You know what I mean? All that stuff. Ugh, I hate that. I used to have the same thing,
Yeah, David said it wants to keep you safe and comfortable. Yeah. Which is a total lie. You're never safe or comfortable.
Because your brain wants you to feel safe.
Yeah.
Your brain wants you to feel comfortable because it is designed to survive.
Yeah.
So if we're designed to survive, that's why I can't let you guys go yet because I'm going to tell you something. Okay? Hold on. I got to say something here.
Did you do that?
Let me see. Where is it?
Did you do that?
No, I didn't.
Robert Berry says, yes, you have shared this before. Thanks. I actually will have a story to tell.
Okay, here's the thing, guys. I really want you to get what I'm going to tell you right now. And this is going to hit home with a lot of people, or maybe it might go over your head. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you something very, very important. Understand, in this country and other countries, okay, your brain, I'm going to get a little deep here, guys, so pay close attention. Take notes if you have to. back in the industrial age, okay, it was designed for people to actually go to work. Why? Because the elite wanted you to have a job because they knew your brain was designed to survive. You get what I'm saying? So as your brain got accustomed to that, you're always going to be in flight or flight mode, whatever you call it, and you're going to try to survive by getting a paycheck. And they know that, right? And what I mean by elite, I don't mean like the crazy stuff you watch on YouTube. I mean the people, the business owners back in the corporations and everything else like that. They know that your brain psychologically is designed to survive. So therefore, you will have to get a job to survive, and it'll be easier for you to just accept it. You know what that's called? Being comfortable, because your brain is being comfortable with surviving. I don't want you to survive. I want you to thrive. And how do you thrive? By being uncomfortable. Break down, cry, do what you have to do and get it out of your system. And watch that video from Bob Proctor that I just put on there.
That's how you have a breakthrough.
And you're going to find out why your brain does what it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't get stuck anymore in your old way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because it hasn't served you well up to this point. Hasn't served me well.
Nope.
Hasn't served you well.
That's right.
And I know a lot of people right now who is not serving well because they're afraid. They're afraid to lift the veil of what's really happening. It's like the Matrix. The Matrix was a metaphor. Once you awaken and you feel out and you know the truth, it's disgusting. Because guess what? We were lied to for so long. Mm-hmm. We were lied to think that, oh, okay, well, I need to play safe and get a job and get a paycheck. That's my life. No, that's not life. That's just existing. Living is another big picture. Learn to live your life, not to accept it. And with that being said, I think
you pretty much summed up, man. That's pretty awesome.
Okay.
All right,
Passionate
so
about
let me
that.
see
Watch
here.
that video, guys. It's awesome. I love it.
Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Okay, I think we pretty much answered a lot of people's questions. We did get to everybody. Megan Davenport says, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield is brilliant, all about resistance and how you always try to talk yourself out of things.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, never heard that.
Never heard of that book, but we'll put that on our reading list. And guys, let me tell you something. When you read books and things like that, I want you, before you start diving into your reading, don't get stuck in that mode where you're consistently buying books after books, letting them pile up, and you say you're going to read something, then you start reading it, and then you put no action into what you just read. The whole point of the book being there and for that information to get into your psyche is for you to take massive action on it. That's how you're going to start seeing results that the book was actually written about, was that guy's results or that girl's results, pretty much, right? So if you're going to start with anything after tonight, make an appointment with yourself that you're going to dive into that video with Bob Proctor about the science of getting rich. And really, I'm not talking about Wallace D. Waddell's science of getting rich. I'm talking about the Bob Proctor version of science of getting rich. Thinking about it. Working on this. Like Rich said, have your breakthrough. Once you know why you do what you do, you can change it. Once you learn the tools of how to change it. Because those simple tools, they are simple. Mm-hmm. But the reason why they're not so simple to use because no one's ever taken the time to teach you this stuff. You will not learn this in Harvard or MIT. You won't.
No. We have people from Boston that are at MIT that are coming out to online marketing now. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it.
So keep that in mind. You guys have been great. Tonight was an awesome success.
Yep.
All right.
In a circle.
We'll see you guys later. Remember to see us next week, Monday, Inner Circle, 9 p.m., same time, same place.
Yep, and don't forget, every day during the week at noontime, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, make sure that you check the Freedom Calls, okay?
Yes, make sure you guys are actually watching the recordings. If you miss any Inner Circle coaching calls, there is going to be an update in the back to have those recordings. But while that is working and getting worked on, you can actually click on the tab on the left side of the fan page here at the Super Affiliate Network where it says videos, and you can watch all the videos for the Freedom Calls as well as the Inner Circles. You guys have been great. Thank
Yep.
you so much for all the love, the hearts, the likes, the shares, the engagement.
Yes.
And we're out of here.
Yep. Don't forget, Freedom Calls. Jump here.
Don't
Okay?
forget the Freedom Call tomorrow. Bye, guys. See
Take
ya.
care. Love you. Appreciate you. See ya.